Periva Sharanam, Deivathin Kural, Book 6. The Varying Shiva Shakti Hierarchy. I was talking about a variety of relationships between Ambaal and Swami as detailed in different shlokas of Saundari Lahari by our Acharya. The general approach or bhavam required is to think of Ambaal and Swami as one's mother and father seriously, sincerely. With that as the sthai bhava, a firm feeling, if we take into consideration a number of other varying relations between them as sanchari or transient bhava, as it happens during enactment of drama on a stage, we will be able to review and recollect a kaleidoscopic change of scenarios. So shall we review the first 41 shlokas of Saundari Lahari, also known as Ananda Lahari. To be able to make him move out from total immobility is a feather in her cap, says the first shloka. Though he is the much feared and ferocious force of destruction, it is an iota of dust from her feet that empowers him, says the second shloka. Thus, for Swami, she is in the position of divinity, as said in the first shloka itself, that she is in a venerable position to be worshipped. Athastvam aradhyam harihara virinchadibhi api. A little later, in the seventh shloka, the idea that is brought out is that for him to know himself, he has to know her, as that he is included in she. Male is already in female, and Purusha is included in Aho Purushika. Thus we see in the next shloka, that is the eighth one, that Ambaal has made him her equal counterpart as Kameshwara and is seated on his lap as Kameshwari, as the verse says, Paramashiva Paryangam Nilayam. Then we see them as the Supreme Empress and Emperor, having added two more to the three jobs of universal governance. She as the Saguna Brahman, merging in him as the Nirguna Brahman. Sahasrare Padme Saharahasi Patya Viharase. Then the 11th shloka tells us as to how they are united in the form of Sri Chakra, in which 4 chakras are his, 5 are hers. As a totally devoted woman of fidelity, she reveals herself fully only to her husband, says the next shloka. If she is so devoted and obedient here, some 12 shlokas later, that is in shloka 23, she is accused of not being satisfied with occupying half his sharira and has now aggressively occupied his other half as well, as the 23rd shloka declares. Tvaya ritva vamam vapura paritriptena manasa sharirardham shambhor paramapi shanke rita mabhuta. If Rudra Samhara is one of the 3 main jobs of Srishti Sthiti Samhara, his own elimination occurs in the Mahasamhara, and there also Swami is the dynamic partner and Ambaal is only a witness. So too Ambaal is the silent witness in the background in Chidambaram, which is the foremost amongst all Shaiva Kshetras. There Nataraja is the king, as the name indicates, the real sovereign dancing away to glory. As an exact counterpoise in Madurai, she is the dynamic entity where all puja and naivedyam is for her and Nishura is quietly in the background. So, in the villages, when a visitor wishes to know as to who is more dominant in a household, the master of the house or the mistress, he will take the servants aside and ask in a whisper if it is Madurai or Chidambaram. Periva Sharanam.